Okay, well, this is all about this video is all about selling features versus selling benefits, and I'm kind of doing two things at once. I'm going Google Hangout on air, and I'm going Periscope here. So if you're watching this and you're confused as to why my eyes keep going in different directions, that's why. So the biggest thing that marketers confuse, business owners, executives, salespeople, the number one enemy is features versus benefits. Like what do we talk about to the customer? So let's talk about that for just a second. They mix these two things up, and the result is deadly to conversion rates. Okay, prospects cannot handle confusion. Okay, so that's point number one. The moment they become confused, they bail. It's human nature. They're always looking for escape hatches. No one wants to be decisive. And so part of persuasion is making sure that there's no confusion involved. So remember that. A confused mind does not buy. A confused mind does not buy. The only thing people care about is their own interest. If your prospect doesn't understand what's in it for them, then you are both missing out, okay? So features are solid facts. Features let your prospect know what to expect in regards to product detail. They explain physical shape, gadgets, widgets, functionality, accessibility, etc. Oftentimes, as a product creator, we operate off of a feature outline, and as we develop the product. Don't make the mistake of thinking this outline will do the job of selling, okay? That's a big thing that a lot of developers, product creators, and makers do. They think that the outline you use to architect the product is actually the selling line, and that is not the case. It will not sell the product for you. Features alone will not help them recognize that your product is the answer to their problem, okay? That's key. That's a key statement, their problem, that phrase. I'm not saying to exclude features, though. I mean, what I'm saying is to make sure to explain your benefits, the way they're going to benefit. List your features on your product page, of course, but it'll be useful and help them know what they'll get and when it'll arrive and all that stuff, and what the features are. That's fine. They're gonna want to know that in the sales conversion process. But you must explain the benefits. More than anything else, you must explain what's in it for me. Okay, because that's what they're thinking. You need to explain the better version of themselves that they will have after your product is in their hands. This is the short answer to the question of what's in it for me. Sometimes people confuse the two because a feature can sound like a benefit. For instance, saying that a car has a sunroof may sound like a benefit, but it isn't. The benefit of having a sunroof is what it does for you. Wind in your hair, suntan, sunglasses, cool drive down a Malibu beach, whatever that's the benefit, okay? Because it allows you to enjoy the cool breeze of an autumn drive or whatever, because it allows you to naturally light your vehicle, because it allows you to simulate the thrill of a convertible, increase the perception of space in your car with luxurious simplicity, whatever that is, and so on. So that is a key benefit of having a sunroof, okay? Feature selling doesn't allow prospects to create an emotional connection. Without emotion, the conversion effect is much less likely. We know that people usually buy based on emotion, okay? Then they rationalize their action with their thinking brain. Buying with the brain in mind is key, okay? We buy because we want something, because we have greed inside of us in our DNA, or we fear something. All emotions are in some way based on either moving away from pain or toward pleasure, okay? We're moving away from pain or toward pleasure, okay? That's really what we're doing when we're buying. Our brains don't function well when things are congruent, so we work psychologically to bring things into alignment when things aren't congruent. So we work psychologically to kind of bring things in line. If presented with an emotionally compelling offer, we buy it. Then we explain why we bought it to ourselves, often using the features of as an explanation, if you will. So turn your features into benefits. This is huge. In your own mind, state one of the features of your product, then finish the sentence, what this means to you is. In our example that I talked about just a minute ago with the sunroof, you can see kind of how a sunroof is turned into a benefit, right? And you see, people may think that they care about the features. They will even ask about them. You know, what color is it? How many modules are there? What are the specs, etc. But features are all about your product. Benefits are all about your prospect. So more than that, benefits are about the result your prospect wants to more than anything. So this brings us to an important question. What results does your prospect? So if you're writing anything down, write this down now, or bookmark this video, save it, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Periscope at JRhodesBiz, whatever you need to do to hang on to this. Do you really know what your prospect wants? What if all your effort is something nobody wants? You must know what your prospect's biggest concerns, complaints, confusions, fears, and challenges are. Only when you live, eat, and breathe these problems can you provide a solution that will solve them. If your solution or solutions can take away their pain, then you both win. So the key buying invitation must be based on several things, okay? Knowing exactly what your prospect's primary challenges and issues are, know what pain or feature or fear your prospect wants to move away from, being able to clarify in words the desired emotion that will solidify the result your prospect wants, having a rock solid solution that will help them solve their challenges and issues. And lastly, the ability to connect your product with the emotions the prospect is seeking to solidify their rational thinking. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that you can now sell benefits, use features to leverage benefits more than anything else, and ask yourself what's in, you know, when you do try to sell a feature, and you'll slip into this, you'll try to sell your features. Just always come back to, or if you catch yourself doing it, so that you can blank. Sell the feature so that you can, or connect it emotionally. Make sure that the feature morphs into a benefit. Make sure that you sell that better version of your prospect self. Okay? Thanks so much. Hope this was helpful. Subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.